Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a personal favorite launched by Bethune in 25 pieces for the 2022 model year. This is the Grade 5 Titanium Bethune DB28XP steel wheels. So the XP, the Extra Plat, is the thin version of the DB28. It debuted as the 28XP without the steel wheels back in 2020 as a 10th anniversary commemoration of the watch that made Bethune's reputation, and it is truly the iconic Bethune. When you think of Bethune, you think the DB28, but there was a call to make a thinner version, and so that's what we have here. The diameter is the same. It's 43 millimeters in diameter, but it's thin, though they claim something around 7.2 millimeters. My actual measured thickness is 9.8, which is still quite good, given the power reserve indicator, the twin barrels, and the 6-day power reserve. It's just not quite 7.2. The lug spacing is 26 millimeters, as it is on most DB28s. And then you can see we've got a floating lug system that's spring-loaded, ergonomic, and patented. And the full extension is 54.3 millimeters across the wrist. Full compression, the lug-to-lug spacing is 50.6. A very light watch. In fact, it's probably worth bringing in Sammy the scale to do a little weigh-in. The watch is made almost entirely of sapphire and titanium. So let's get a sense of just how light it is on your wrist. So the mass here is 60 grams on the nose. So that is just over 2 ounces. And in fact, it's slightly under 60 grams because this is 14 hundredths of a gram, that tag. Okay. Now, thank you very much, Sammy. I appreciate that. The mass is under 60 grams here. So if you're familiar with the Journe line sport pieces in aluminum and titanium, yeah, it's like that. We'll throw the watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference and oval, flat across the top. You can see it wears well. Now, it will conform to you. You can see those floating lugs in action there. Very thin watch, easily slides underneath a dress cuff. In terms of the fit, it's got a big platform, but it's also a very comfortable, flat, flush, and lightweight watch. So you can wear this on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. It's just always going to have a lot of personality and be very prominent. And again, when there's compression left in the lugs, it can fit on a smaller wrist still. The strap's a nice piece. As you can see, it says genuine calfskin, not alligator, because this is the strap we use to get around CITES treaties. It's tough to ship alligator internationally, so we actually have these Bethune straps, custom made by its OEM supplier, Jean Rousseau of Paris, but they feature calf on the bottom and then synthetic alligator on the top. If synthetic alligator sounds attractive to you, and there are some humanitarian reasons why you might be interested, the culture of alligators and the harvesting of alligators is much less humane than the harvesting of calfskin, but we can absolutely get you this strap if you want, or throw it in the box. Most people are going to want true alligator though. Taking a quick look at the buckle, it's designed to emulate the profile of the lugs, and that's generally the case at Bethune. Some brands, even a lot of boutique indie brands, have one buckle for every model. At Bethune, they take pains to have unique case, dial, and even buckle designs where the buckle generally matches the case itself. And so you can see we have those open, airy, buttress-like floating lugs with the ogival bullet tip at the end. That's the last styling vestige of the original Bethune watch, the DB1 chronograph of 2002. This is grade 5 titanium, which means it's lighter than steel, hypoallergenic like grade 2, but unlike grade 2, it's harder to scratch than standard 904L and 316 steels, and that's a big advantage. I've found anecdotally that polished grade 5 titanium is probably the base metal that does the best job of resisting damage and then hiding it when it occurs. So scratches just sort of vanish if they're caused at all. It's also a monoblock case, which means everything, the movement, the dial, it all loads through the back. So there's no seam between the case and the bezel all the way around. Taking a look at the profile, we have this sort of waxing and waning sort of parallel strake design, and they converge at 12 and 6 o'clock. And this is called microlight. It's a type of lathe engraving created by Denis Flageolet of Bethune. So he could have a sort of guilloche that didn't look frumpy or antiquated, but required the same artisanal skills and added the same value to the watch. So that's what that's all about. We've got a crown that is a screw down. The watch is 30 meters water resistant, but not really for the sake of making it swimmable. The screw down crown is really there so that it doesn't inadvertently interact with the motion of the lugs. Taking a look at the dial now, Bethune makes its cases, its movements, its dials, even its hands. So this is a very integrated manufacturer. The watch features a microlight engraved barrel bridge that features a combination of satin finish and polish on its side. You can see the steel wheels, the titular steel wheels that give this watch its name. They are actually skeletonized ratchet wheels and barrel covers, and you can see the springs wound. I decided to start it off static so you could see this unique patented balance wheel, which is a blued titanium wheel with white gold masses. This is the 2016 patent de Bethune balance, and Denny decides to redesign the balance every time he finds a way to reduce the impact of temperature change on timing, optimize the percentage of total mass in the rim, and when possible, reduce the effect of aerodynamic drag on timing. 2 barrels, self-adjusting, that's also patented. You cannot accidentally overwind this manual wind watch. 4 hertz beat rate and 6 days of power reserve, and you can follow that 6 days of power reserve through the case back, as we've got a power reserve indicator on this case back. We have beveling, satination, polish, and media blast. You can also see on the dial side, everything that's blue is fired blue titanium. They fire their titanium in-house at de Bethune. The company has patents galore. So there's a patent for the floating lugs. There's a patent for the self-adjusting twin barrels. There's a patent for the titanium and white gold balance wheel. 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs. That's called triple parachute. That is patented. It's there for durability to prevent damage, but it also allows the outer springs to take up much of the shock so that the balance staff pivot never actually displaces from its cup jewel, so it will keep better time. So this is also here for the sake of chronometry, not just durability. Again, that's patented. We also have a hairspring curve that you can already see has a irregular terminal curve that's shaped by hand. That curve is patented. It gives you the shock resistance and the thinness of a flat hairspring, but it gives you the concentric breathing properties of an overcoil, so in any position it's going to be sort of agnostic to gravity and be isochronous, keeping very consistent time. You'll also appreciate that we have a huge mirror polished cap over the base plate. Sometimes you get Noir or black polish on a swan's neck regulator on a regular watch, maybe on screw heads. Here on an enormous substructure that also features inward facing bevels. Taking a look at the balance bridge here, you can see it's been mirror polished across its top and then finely beveled on its sides, which includes these little joint junctions where the bridge joins the cup for the pivot jewel, and on each one of those knuckles there's a sharp inward bevel. You can also see that the springs, the steel springs for the triple parachute, are brushed on their tops, then micro-beveled on their side. And finally, we have a mirror-polished bridge for the motion works that governs the hands at center. We also have a drilled track outboard that's stepped. That represents the minutes. And then we have these fired blue spherical titanium orbs that represent the hours. Now, I know you want to see this operate, and I'm not going to leave you hanging. I just wanted you to be able to see that balance before it fires up, because in motion, it's more difficult to appreciate. Now, the watch does have a 6-day power reserve, though that's a little bit conservative. It'll actually run for a bit more than that. This watch is all about under-promising and over-delivering in that regard. And if you take a really close look, it's hard to see, but these ratchet wheel teeth are micro-beveled. So while de Bethune is often associated with avant-garde design and engineering, it does not look askance to fine finish, and in that regard it can be considered on par with the best in the business. So this is a feature-dense watch. And if you love this watch and you identify with the brand, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.